absolutely no idea how people can do that because for me, I have a lot of questionable family members that
Mhm.
I would never want to associate myself with, and it means
Oh my god, I didn't even do anything.
Oh, were you kicked out of the VC you were in before?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Oh,
Fucking cunts. Anyways, Ritika, how are you?
I'm okay. Okay.
That's good to hear. Oh, you know what, dude? I was literally just listening to this. That's so wild. Holy fuck. I was just recalling a conversation that we had last night about female, or not last night, but a couple months ago with your brother about female psychology. Do you remember?
Yeah, he's not biologically my brother, but like
But yeah.
What's
yeah.
up?
Dude, I was just remembering that conversation last night. Wow, that's crazy. How have you been?
Okay. It's alright. It's not bad.
Good to hear, good to hear. Welcome, Kamasu.
What's up, man?
How's your love life, Ritika? Do you find the one yet?
Nope.
No, not
I'm
really.
single.
Both you guys are
It's
single.
a yeah, like I would say like I'm in a situationship kind of thing, but like at the same time I'm not really like actively looking for anything deeper.
Okay.
I'm ready for it right now. Yeah.
So when you say you're in a situationship, is this guy just not on the same page as you, or what's going on? What's the issue here?
Like I think like I'm also not ready either, so it's like neither of us are ready. In my
Ah, I
opinion,
see.
but I don't know.
I see.
She needs more experience.
I think that's true to some degree, but also like I think like I have like a lot of I've been through a couple of things like over the past couple of years that I feel like has kind of like made it difficult
Is
for
it
me to
trauma?
like the what?
Is it trauma?
I wouldn't go to that I don't know whether it would be classified as that or not, but it's just difficult stuff.
Okay.
And
So
then
like circumstantial events, like
basically, yeah,
okay,
yeah, you could say that.
environmental.
Yeah,
Yeah. Got it.
yeah, basically,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, I did try to what's up?
So I see in your bio that you're a dating coach, financial advisor, drinker, intellectual, and women's rights advocate.
That's correct. Nobody
So-
respects women more than I do.
No, I do more.
Is that true? Is that true though? Is that true?
Yes. Yeah.
So
I want the best for
if
women,
you-
even when they say it's not.
Okay. Can you tell me what
This could be
cannibalism
4D
is?
chess. Just
Yes.
saying, this could be 4D chess.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think you needed that. Not gonna lie.
Can you tell me what type of feminism cannibalism advocates for?
What type of feminism? Who advocates for?
Cannibalism.
I don't know what that is.
Eagle, Yaka Burma. Those
Hey,
three
this-
guys, or those are the three right there.
What's good, boys?
They got
What's
rings,
up?
like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I agree with you, Caleb. What's up, Alex? Alex, you
Chilling.
ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender as a kid?
Yep, I saw all of them.
Okay, do you remember the like this guy Caleb's PFP, Wan Shi Tong, he who knows 10,000 things? Do you remember that episode?
Yep,
Yeah, dude, how based was Wan Shi Tong? Like Wan Shi Tong was based. He
super
wasn't
based.
like, yeah, he just had one principle. He goes like, look, I'll give you my access to my library, just don't use it for war. And you know, that's my one principle. And they fucking violated his one principle. So he was like, all right, fuck you. Like
Yep.
he's just based. Yeah, I have no critiques of Wan Shi Tong.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Things have designated use. I think the universe decides your fate and decides your consequences once you misuse those things. Misallocate those things. That's right. It's like a sense of karma.
Wan-
I believe in a sense of karma.
Yeah, Wan Shi Tong was karma's instrument.
That's right. Yep.
Simple causal change that you just can't recognize that just dial back to you.
Yeah, well, there's a probability that if you put negativity into the world, you will be the recipient of whatever negativity you're perpetuated. That's pretty fucking simple. Like, look at gang members, right? They usually live by a gun and they die by it too. That's a really good example.
Yeah, that's Christ's pill right there, bro.
Christ pill, yep.
He who lives, yeah, he who lives by the sword dies by the sword. That
He-Go
quote is
pill.
actually from Christ. Yeah,
I gotta peep. You're back.
I didn't ask. Cowabunga, dude.
What up, dude?
Cowabunga, dude, would you shag a man for an apple?
I would shoot an apple off a guy's head though. I played that game before.
What would you shag him for then?
Shag him for probably like a ticket to heaven potentially, because there's no other way I'm going to heaven.
Oh, that's sad, Cowabunga.
So what are you doing, bro? What's new with you?
I'm chilling. I just spent this morning reading on Aztec philosophy more, and yeah, it's Hegel. Like it's Hegel. I mean, it's for sure Hegel, man. Like there's no avoiding it. Like I'm not. This is no illusion. Like yeah, it's straight up Hegel. The fucking guy who was writing about it clearly isn't a Hegelian though, so he didn't draw that connection because he's a fucking cuck. But like it's very obvious that yeah, like I know what they were saying. I know what they were saying. It's perfectly intelligible and like coherent and Hegelian.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, getting to the weaponry, getting to the Aztec stuff. Like, wow. Wow. I got the serpent swallowing the sun. Wow.
Cowabunga, can you say, "Is you kidding me? I ain't cuffing unless she a mini me." Say that.
Oh, dude.
Just do it. It's easy. It's easy. Just do it, please. It'll make me happy.
Go fuck yourself, dude. I love you. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, why not, bro? I hate. Okay, so
I love you. Go fuck yourself.
I ask people to say shit, and they almost never do, and I don't get why. It's like so easy, and it brings me so much joy. Like, why can't you just do it? Like, why not?
Speech is a very powerful thing.
Cowabunga, say the tetragrammaton. You won't, pussy. No balls.
No, what do you mean no balls? No, I have to do it, but I would just do it on a whim, regardless of you saying that. But but I'm not gonna do it now because because of that.
Okay. What do you think of the Kabbalistic emphasis on the SH character? I forget the fucking name of it. The Shem or the Shil or the Shiv. You know what I'm talking about?
Shem Shil Shiv? No.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this character called? Hold on, 1 second.
The Shem Shil Shiv.
The Shin.
All right,
Shin.
I'm back.
Shin, fire, yes. Well, Jesus Christ also talks about that Shin.
Gotcha.
Somebody told me,
Anyway,
go ahead.
No, what's up, Alex?
I was just gonna say something really uninteresting, but it's actually kind of fascinating, really. Somebody told me spirits, they call some sensitive alcohol spirits because it allows you to open up more of your spirit to people in public, and you have to be careful because it's vulnerability that you kind of tend to connect with your spirit and somebody else's. So it reciprocates certain energies you're not allowed to sober. You have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. And I agree with that, because you'll end up drunk at a park if you don't too careful with alcohol. It's a healthy medium. What were you going to say?
Where is that? Can you
Yeah, be quiet, Jester, please. Trying to have a serious conversation here.
Cowabunga, mute this faggot. Alright, anyway, Alex, can you repeat after me?
So.
Is you kidding me? I ain't cuffing unless she a mini me.
What's up, lovely? How are you? That's good to hear. I'm glad. Quick shot ski down the hatch ski, if you know what I mean. No one does it like Gamma Nu. 3 is fine. Let's do that. This conversation is... Sorry.
They started, the gladiator arenas. They bribe, they do corruption, because also they indulge in it as well. But the way they indulge with it is they try to bribe and corrupt the games to make money. So
What are
I think they enjoy watching it too.
What are we discussing in here? Colosseums.
You're talking about bread and games and
Yeah.
like, the sort of similarities between
Ultimate
the
distraction.
gladiators and the ultimate distraction, and whether
Alex,
they are rigging
a
it
lesbian
for
mother
Spain or
of 3
Argentina.
children.
I can't hear anything you're saying. It sounds like you're
Alex,
underwater. Excuse
why do
me.
you look so feminine, nigga?
Why do I look feminine?
Nigga.
Wait, let me just.
Because I mog you. Take care of this take care of this
You
gesture real
mocked
quick.
me as a stud lesbian mother?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Come on, brother. Come on.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. Come on. Stop.
Put one.
You a mog if you
12,000 wins,
transition, maybe.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah,
we
well,
were
shut the
discussing
fuck up, you faggot.
who did they want to win the
Anyways,
World Cup? Who
how
were
we
they
doing today,
pushing?
guys? On Funnel
Was
Grade.
Argentina
Mute
or
this
Spain?
retard
Hold
real
on,
quick.
shut
Hold
up.
on 2 seconds. There we go. All right. Continue, Will.
It won't let me. It won't let me mute him. Yeah,
It's all right. I muted him personally. I don't care.
Yeah, we were talking about what the World Cup was rigged towards, and whether that's something they allow, whether it's something they intentionally do every single World Cup, whether it's something they
Yeah.
can't help but do. These kind of
Well, you take a look at how many people are so easily guided, so easily steered away from anything that matters. And it's kind of within their mental health and stability, because the fact is most people couldn't handle the truth to begin with, right? As uncomfortable as it is, uncomfortable as it is, that's the reality.
But the truth isn't even that wild, though. It's not even that. That's not even that insane. It's just you scale it up. It's like, dude, look at high school. People in high school, if they're super popular, they will combine their powers, like Captain Planet, and make a conspiratorial thing to give themselves more power in the school, so they can get more bitches and get more whatever the fuck they want, right? Same thing with the world powers. Why is it such an extrapolation for them to make?
because it's the actions. Like you're saying that everything that happened is subversive. It's not just the fact that they're doing that; it's the fact that it's their actions that they've done.
What do you mean? Can you go into more detail?
Well, okay. For example, I don't know, like when they do something like for example, in England, whenever there's sort of a policy which they want to push or something they want to put through, all the newspapers just put Bonnie Blue on the front cover and talk about how she shagged like 300 men, yesterday. And obviously, it's just distraction and almost a humiliation ritual for the population.
Yeah,
right?
well,
It's just to get people off their back.
Exactly. And most people say, like this guy, right? He says, well, the truth is really not even that deep. It is to most people. It is disturbing to most people because most people are sheltered. They're comfortable, right? And with that comfort comes believing a lot of things that ground your existence in unhealthy ways that allow you to abstain yourself from politics, religion, reflection, right? Abstaining from these temptation-ridden societies that are essentially meaningless. So you have to consistently create meaning for yourself and justify your existence through a superficial things like dating apps and who's watching the next movie that comes out in sports, and did you see what Dick Cummers did last night, that 7-yard completion? Yeah, so guys do this more than anything, right? Guys are very guilty of this because men don't have good strong fathers anymore. They have to kind of seek this weird fucking, I like trucks, you like trucks too, right? That kind of weird dumb shit. So most guys, they talk about nothing. Most guys talk about nothing. At least women are kind of emotionally intelligent, right? They can read people. They have kind of like this idea that they manifest certain successes and they warp their whatever, right? But I think men fall victim to this a lot.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, honestly.
Like both
Yeah, it
women
makes
and men
sense.
get manipulated, just differently.
Well, also, men don't really respect the concept of honor or duty or loyalty or anything that the Reich was trying to talk about and all these ancient societies were trying to talk about. But because they don't, they have no brotherhood, no reason to exist, no reason to die for anything they believe in.
Yeah.
The very idea is like alien to them.
That's true.
Well, and a lot of guys come on here and what do they?
someone else, they completely just-
What do guys come on here and do? They go look at the fertility rates, but they haven't been alone in a room with the girl for the last 2 years, right? So I get the privilege to talk about this because I just came in a girl 2 days ago. Unfortunately, she's on birth control. What can you do, right? But if you're going to complain about the fertility rates and you're not even seeing women, you're not talking to them, you're not getting drunk in public, you're not doing things that contribute towards, the fertility rates, why even talk about it? You're not even coming in women. And I forgive me, gentlemen, it sounds brutal and kind of dumb and silly and juvenile, but I think a lot of these guys would be happier if they had families, if they had kids, if they had religion, if they had things that actually matter and bring about virtue, right? So how can you
I don't
be
think they'd necessarily
happy
be
if
happier. I think
how
they'd
can
just
you
have
be
more
happier
purpose.
or ground yourself if all you really have is like fake entertainment, fake meaning as video games and stupid shit like this? It's retarded.
I don't think they'd be happier. I just think they'd be more
Occupied.
purposeful.
They'd be occupied. They wouldn't be doing things that are annoying. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
But I mean, I don't really think it matters if the populace is really fulfilled. I mean, I don't think a lot of, in my opinion, I mean, I kind of agree with what you said, but personally
Yeah.
about the kids thing, I don't really think a lot of men or women even are even capable of raising children properly because, well, not necessarily because of their constitution, although that is part of it. It's also because they are too narcissistic, kind of like what the boomers did to everyone, right?
Yeah,
And now
that's
the
true.
boomers raised their kids, and now they being Jim X and that's that shit, right? So when you have too many narcissistic people, you no longer care about your kids, which is why you send them to public school and let them get beat up by black people, right? And then next thing you know, they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
trauma and all sorts of other
yeah.
stuff. And because you gotta remember, like a lot of people don't see like the discrete points and then link them up, right? When you have a kid, right, goes to school, he gets beat up by black people or beat up by whoever else, right? And no one helps them, and they laugh at him, and the teachers also laugh at him. Then you have kids who grow up. Those kids grow up and they have either low level mental illnesses or high level mental illnesses. And they either, if they reproduce, pass them on to their kids. They pass their issues onto their kids, which causes them, those
Yeah.
kids to have
Yeah, the
daddy issues and
detachment,
mommy
BPD,
issues.
all that dumb shit. Yep.
Yeah, and then you have another chain that has what we have today. And so right, so when you treat kids like shit, right, or you don't raise kids properly,
Yeah.
those kids grow up and you have a bad society. It's how it is.
Yeah,
But most people
yeah,
don't
that's
even
right.
acknowledge that.
That's
They don't
right.
even
That's right.
accept
That's
it.
right. How many generations now have we been using public school as a daycare for kids throughout their entire life, even past 18 years old? So they become very, very sheltered people. Not only do they have the mental illnesses that you're talking about, but a complete disconnect from the world. Everything is so easy to them because it's all very convenient. And so they break into the real world. They start trying to manifest relationships. They can't. They have no tolerance for people whatsoever, no tolerance for disagreement. The moment things get hard in a relationship, they just walk away, right? That's the issue. And then you go and date that girl that's 25 years old. You just met her now. She has no pair bonding ability. The guy doesn't either. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess.
Why are you
I think
trauma
there's a lack of evolutionary pressure, and a lot of people should actually die, and they don't.
Yeah, we need like another COVID. We need another COVID, but with an actual relative mortality rate, not a 2.1 or whatever it was, 1.7.
Yeah, you say that until your family dies, you know.
Well, yeah, of course.
I mean-
I'm fully aware of my own hypocrisy. Like, if my grandma dies, I'll be
Yeah.
upset. And I
Yeah.
don't want her to die.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you that's the
Well,
reality.
yeah,
of it.
well, you
Maybe-
turn the other
maybe
cheek,
why
right?
you
That's how it
like
works,
that,
yeah.
The
Because-
reason you think
because-
hatred-
You're assuming we're not willing to sacrifice. We are willing to sacrifice at the cost of
Exactly.
this.
Like
Yeah.
I say, like society is bigger than us, bro. It's not just about us and what we want, bro. You live in
Yes,
society.
Really think you can change society by killing 20% of people?
Yeah. Personally, I'm in favor
You
of a
don't think
society
they would
that's
just
with. Personally, I
would
think
just
I'm
throw
in
more money
favor
at
of a
us?
society that is pro eugenics, right? And if the eugenics program killed me, that's fine because society will be better for it. Plant trees whose shades you'll never sit in, et cetera, bro. That's what it's about, bro. That's how you make
Yeah,
society.
that's right,
I
yeah.
disagree with him. I
Yep.
would
It's
wanna
for the
live,
better. It's
you
for the
know,
better.
but,
It's for the
like-
better.
I mean, of course you want to live,
It's
right?
for the
That's-
better.
It's just
Yeah, but like I still know that that's the truth, even though I'd want to live. You know, I'd just be
course,
like a
yeah.
disabled baby crying for
Yeah, of course.
crying for help, knowing I'm wrong.
Of course,
Like,
of course.
like, what do you want to
Yep.
do? Is what
That's
it
right. Most guys, if the power went out for a week, they wouldn't be able to protect their family. They wouldn't have any skills in their repertoire. They would be fucking retards. They would panic. They'd get killed. They'd get robbed. They wouldn't be able to find alternative methods of energy, or they'd be fucked. Most guys would be fucked.
Yeah, they would have their MMA, but then they forget that actually most men are actually armed when they're trying to take shit. So then
Right,
they would
right.
just destroy it.
Yeah, right.
You just think
And mute this
you
gesture
think
real quick.
people would- what the fuck?
Yes, people are armed when they want to take. When you form a bandit club or whatever, or
The
a group
militia,
of
whatever it is,
hooligans
yeah.
who take people's shit, you're not going to beat them up with your fists.
Okay,
like
you're not
you
gonna
are
get a
the
bat. You're not gonna get a bat. They're going to rape your wife in front of you, and they're gonna kill you.
What the fuck are you guys talking about, bro?
Yeah, this is the real world. This is the real world. You think this is a fake world? This is the real world. This is the real world.
A week. Hey, shut up. A week of no power is gonna do that to people. They're gonna rape.
Yes.
Indubitably.
Yes,
Indubitably.
yes, yes.
Indubitably.
You guys are stupid.
You're on
Yes,
crack
shit
if you
like
think
that.
that's not the
3 months-
case.
people-
You're on
so
crack.
people-
3 months.
People are
you-
volatile.
label.
People are volatile. You're
Well,
comfortable
you
right
know
now.
what?
That's why you're not conceding this. You're comfortable.
If they
Wouldn't
get
be a
told that
common
help
thing.
is coming in a
Wouldn't be a
week,
common
maybe
thing.
not, dude. But if they think the power's going out, they don't know what the fuck's going on and they're starving, yeah, that's
This is the thing, right? This is what we're talking about. And no offense to you, Hippolyte abuser,
Well,
but you're
keep
being
in
a
mind, people
you're being a good
killed
example
each
right
other
now.
in the
People
unit
are
for George Floyd, so
you have the comfortable
Let's keep
mindset,
each other up.
Hippolyte, you have the comfortable mindset where you go, no, none of this could ever be possible. I'm way too safe. I'm way too comfortable, right? That's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and people like us have to go out into the world and have to deal with people who make fake moral promises to you all the time, not understanding their own capacity as a human, and it's fucking
That's
annoying.
right. That's
Like, they're
right.
like, oh yeah, we'll always be friends. You know, we're like, you're my best friend. We'll always fuck. I'm just like, yeah, no. They don't understand their own thresholds. They don't even understand what they're capable of, like physically,
Yep.
or even
Yep.
mentally. for that
Yeah,
matter.
they don't even understand how intrusive the mind can be, how intrusive and primal, how quickly somebody can reset. Are you kidding me, dude? If the power went out for a week and a half, and there was no communication from people to people, people to the government, people would be cracked. They'd be fucking out of it. They would start
Instantly,
going
everybody
wild.
would go outside and try to communicate.
They'd go
with each other.
fucking haywire. That's what would happen. People would go fucking
We already know
haywire.
what happens.
Oh my god!
We-
If the power
we
went
already
out,
know what we-
everybody would go outside and try to figure this shit out because we're society. Like that's how we started this shit. That's how.
Oh my god, dude.
This
go-
guy's so
go-
you're
everybody
so
would just
naive.
stop-
You're so naive. You're so
Go
naive.
look
If
up
would you
the,
think everybody would go lock themselves inside their house?
You're so
You're
naive.
retarded.
You're so naive.
Everybody
Go
would
look
go
up what happened
together.
in Argentina when
You're so
Argentina
naive.
collapsed.
What would you
and
do if your
understand.
power went out?
You're so
Do
naive.
you know what
had
happened when
no way of
Argentina?
calling
Wait,
anybody or nothing.
do you know what
Are you
happened in
retarded
Argentina
or
when Argentina
retarded?
collapsed? When Argentina collapsed, the first people to go were the people with the bunkers. They were killed and raped first.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
Argentina. Are we in Argentina? They're fucking bro in Argentina.
It doesn't
they're
matter.
Not real
It doesn't
argument.
matter.
They're cavemen over
It's
there.
it's not
bro.
about
They're
that. It's not
broken.
about the
They don't have
civilization.
food.
It's about the
Basically
circumstance.
have no
You're
food.
misunderstanding. It's about the circumstance. Circumstances will change anyone. You don't eat for a week. What do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna go into the neighbor's house, rape them,
We're
kill them,
gonna
and then
eat,
take
bro.
their food. That's what's gonna happen.
Bro,
Yeah.
most
You're so- you're
guys
so-
are
you have such a-
fine with-
You have such
They've
you
been
have such an
out of
innocent, delicate, naive brain. That's the issue. That's the issue.
Keep
You're
saying
not
that, but you
capable of
have
understanding
no way
this.
of proving this. You have no way of proving
It's because
this.
you don't
This will
understand
never
yourself,
happen.
dude. You don't understand your own
We-
physical capacity.
we
You ever been
know.
in a fight? Probably not. And even if you did, it was probably light. You just don't understand your own limits, like what your thresholds are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go reheat pizza. Be back.
Oh, that's primal.
I'm just telling you, dude. You don't
And
understand your own
Alex, you're
thresholds.
primal, dude. Reheating your pizza, bro. How you guys talking about primal, but you're eating like that, man? You guys aren't even eating raw liver and raw meat. I mean, how primal are you guys? What would happen if somebody broke into your house? You couldn't defend yourself.
Of course, of course I would. I have 3 guns: an AR-15, shotgun, and
You
a
have 3
Glock.
guns.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Had
okay.
3
not
guns.
everybody lives-
And there's another thing. You have so many men today like valorizing the idea of like not having firearms. They think having firearms makes you a pussy somehow, as if like you're actually defending your family
That's right, yeah.
from actual danger instead of larping like a fucking kung fu master, where the fuck they're doing, is actually effective. Like it's really
yeah.
really weird, and that's what happens when you disarm a society. They start to celebrate being disarmed, celebrate
That's
real
right.
man.
Yep.
Also, they're
Think-
stupid because a lot of these guys pretend like a fist fight is not lethal. If I smash you in your fucking face and I knock you out and your head hits the pavement, you're gonna get a CMI, bro. You're gonna get a traumatic brain injury, a TBI, bro. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Punching is not really lethal most of the time.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
you're an
no,
idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
It's
Yeah,
not
you're an idiot.
lethal at all.
It's your lost
The
cause. Your
prison is
lost
full of
cause.
people
Wait,
who had a bar
Like,
fight and they
you
punched
guys
someone in the face and
don't
they get dead,
understand
dude.
this.
And
Like
they're
there's
just dead.
bare knuckle fighting. There's bare knuckle fighting. How do you think that sport doesn't have 100 people dying a day?
People used to die all the time. in
There's a little
bare-knuckle
thing called
fights.
referees. There's a little thing called referees and
Yeah.
bare knuckle fighting. Fucking idiot.
And
Yeah,
there's a bunch
okay.
of rules
If
as
you're
well.
yes,
Things you
if you're
can't do right
trying to
away.
kill someone in a fist fight, you could do it with your bare
How,
hands.
yeah,
But
how many
if you're
people
just
do you think
fighting and
got,
you knock
just
them
like this guy said, how many
out,
people do you think
die?
got sentenced for murder when all their intention was to defend their girlfriend in a bar fight? A lot. A lot. All it
Retarded.
takes is
Those
you guys are,
people
if you guys are
retarded.
dancing on concrete and all of a sudden you fucking knock the guy out, dude hits his head on the curb. That's all it takes, dude. That's all it takes. Humans are so
Why do
fragile.
people need to
Humans are
be
so
even
fragile.
told this shit?
Humans are so
It should
fragile.
be like basic. It should be basic deductive reasoning. These people valorize
Yeah,
UFC, so they should know that UFC fighters wear gloves, they wear mouthpieces. The floor is softer than pavement. It's soft enough so that they don't get a fucking brain injury when they hit the floor
It's because they
of
they
the
don't want
ring.
to accept that world because they know they wouldn't succeed in that world, so they deny it. That's why. Like some of them know, but they don't want to accept it. They'll just defy it, because they want a world where that's not the
Are we
reality.
gonna act like fighting with your hands is even optimal in a scenario where you don't have guns? No. You would grab anything else. Humans are not made to fight with our hands. That's not how we're designed.
That's what we were just
Designed
telling
to-
you, bro. That's what I was telling you just earlier, bro. Like most
Yeah.
men use weapons throughout history. That's
Weapons,
why
yeah,
we're
but
humans.
no,
We're not
the
wild
rest of the
animals where we fight with
world.
our claws. Like you're actually supposed to use a club or a rock or anything you have next to you as a weapon. That's why we can throw
Basically,
shit, bro. That's like the reason why we are even like so formidable as a species because we use
That's
weapons.
like
Uh,
grappling is
basically,
fucking
the
stupid.
rest of the world doesn't have guns in their house, right? So not
yeah, because
everybody
they're
would get.
disarmed.
We're not disarmed. I mean, we're not
Yeah,
They are
armed to
disarmed.
begin with, so you can't be disarmed if you weren't armed to begin with.
They
they're
were armed.
disarmed to the point where
They
they
were armed.
actually don't like any sort of weapon. You have people in the UK who think any weapon it makes you a pussy. Like even if you have a knife, you have a fucking rock, you have a
Yeah.
steel pipe, they think you're a pussy if you use anything like that, bro. So they basically and there's a word for this that I had to coin myself. It's called coercive parity. Let's say you have a group of Negroes who want to beat you up, right? And then you pull out your Glock or you pull out your expandable baton or you pull out your knife or whatever else you have, right? They can just say, "Oh, you're not a real man, bro. You got to use your fucking weapon. You too much of a pussy to fight all of us at once, bro." Right? Even though they literally outnumber you and it's like they're all bigger than you, right? So ultimately, it's just a way to bring you down to their level so that they can dominate you more effectively without any issues, right? That's just what they're gonna do.
It's called slave
Where
morality.
do you live at, dude? How often does 10 black guys come up to you and try to fight you to the
High
death?
school, high school in Alabama, they do it
Got
all the time.
bullied?
Me? Yeah, well, yeah, I got targeted by a few people, but
You got
as far as
bullied.
bullying, as far as yeah, as far as bullying people though, I would say that happened to a guy called Anthony who got murdered by two black guys, drowned to death, right? And no one did anything.
That's
That's
crazy,
bullying.
man. America is a weird place, bro. I never heard of those things.
It is a weird place. So this is a major problem in the UK, a major problem in the US, major problem in Korea. These three countries have the biggest bullying problem on earth, where people not just bullying like teasing. I don't care about that shit. I'm talking about where things you can actually get maimed or killed. That's what I consider bullying. Like shit that will actually get you arrested as an adult. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you gotta understand, morality is just used. Morality is just used to basically get someone to sort of lower their weapon, basically. Whatever it is, like come down to your level.
It's really disgusting the more you think about it. Honestly, when people try to do that, it's like really really evil. Like they
Well,
just
yeah.
don't want you to have the ability to defend yourself.
Well, you can't blame them. Like, right? Like, if I've got a gun to your head, you're not gonna argue that I have the right to shoot you. Even though I do.
Well, they shouldn't be trying to attack you in the first place anyways. I think we're not reasoning anyways, so what's the point?
Well, I'm just saying
Well,
that
it's more
morality
it's
is
more of, it's
decided
more of
by the
like an
person who has the.
animal. Well, Black Diamond is more of an animal cunning intelligence more than a reasoning thing. There's like using whatever cunning tactics they can to like finally get that closing kill. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just to argue. Morality is just literally used to persuade the people who have control to give up control. That's all. That's all it is. You don't have to argue morally when you have the gun in your hand. There is no morality argument.
Well, I mean, you could argue for it as far as like keeping society together so that no one so everyone benefits. That's basically
Yeah,
the
but
only reason.
why are you having to morally argue to keep the sides together? You're doing that because you don't have the power to keep it together by force. So you have to do it through moral arguments.
Well, it's more like a logical argument. It's like Locke's harm principle, for instance, right? It's just called the high trust principle. If everyone has the ability to trust that the other person is not going to rape their wife or kill their kids, then they can live together in society and tolerate each other. If you can't tolerate each other, then basically you're a maligned element that you could say, okay, well they have power in this this discrete situation where they can say, okay, I just don't care about society. I just want to roam free and rape and kill and murder. But ultimately, since most of the society is with you in that situation where they don't want everyone to be doing that, they are outnumbered. So you do have the power as far as the rights go,
Yeah,
right? Because
social
everyone
ostracization and legal consequence. That's right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, philosophers have been
Yeah,
talking
if I
talking
could
about
do
this
that
for a long
of course
time.
I
Is
would.
is the thing that most people fear is the betrayal element of violence. It's so these high trust societies are a must, but when you remove the basic comforts and guarantees of accessibility, basic survival, you start to find it does not take that long for the mental aspect of people to return to primal instinct. That's the reality.
And we're not even supposed to live in huge nation states anyway. People don't like it when I say this, but we're not supposed to live in nation states, bro. We're supposed to live in small communities and small tribes, small villages, blah blah blah. That's why you have all these That's why you have all these feudalistic country. Every single country was feudalistic or tribal before nation states became a thing, bro. Like Germany was tribal, Africa was tribal, Japan was in shogunates where they had like the different little peasant, fiefdoms or whatever else, right? Europe during the medieval ages had the same thing, and everyone was better off because everyone knew
What?
their place. They knew where they
Well,
belonged. They were
What
in
do
their
you
little
yeah,
mean
little
better
paradise.
off?
Everyone was rich.
Better off?
That's right, yeah.
Better off how?
Well, they were better
Better off
off in
how?
the sense that they were better off in the sense that they were real communities with meaning. First of all, they could establish that to begin with, because now you can't establish that. You never see the same person twice in a city, right? So you're very desensitized to the element of community. You hyper glorify this individualistic mindset where you go, I'm going to do everything alone. I'm going to get in my car alone. I'm going to go drive alone, to car, to the work, to alone. You come back, you go grocery shopping, you get the curbside pickup, right? Isolationist perspective is good in the minds of Americans because it equals convenience. But what happens when you're all alone at the end of the day? You feel like shit, right? Your life means nothing. And so that wasn't the case with communities. In communities, you had established reputations. There was incentive to care about the way that you acted, the way that you conduct yourself. And if you were a selfish prick, you got dealt with, right? So there's no accountability in cities. That's the thing. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Then going back to public schools, you send your kids to schools with all these different people who have nothing to do with their family lineage, nothing to do with their race. If you're a racialist, nothing to do with even if you were to be a civic nationalist, they have nothing to do with your own upbringing or your own values. Like let's say you have Johnny. Okay, let's go out to public school for a second. Let's take a neighborhood, right? A typical American neighborhood. You have Johnny down the street teaching his kid to be a boxer. You have Jeremy down the street teaching his kid to be a scientist. Then you have the other guy down the street who's a sociopath teaching his kids to take advantage of people whenever he can because he's in fucking sales or whatever, right? And then you have another guy down the street called I don't know, Merrick, and he's teaching his kid to fucking be an administrator, right? And then another guy is learning to be a politician, et cetera, right? Yeah, and so on and so forth, ad infinitum. And now you have all these people, you put them in the same fucking building over and over and over again, every single day. And you expect there to be no tension, no trauma, no problems, no issues, no fights. These people don't have even the same upbringing or the same values. So why are you pushing them in the same melting pot of a school in an open air prison, make them fucking go in the lines all day and say the Pledge of Allegiance every day, even though it's a pledge and always needs to be said once, right? This is not natural. These people end up with mental illnesses, low level mental illnesses that are not
well,
even addressed in America, by the way.
That's
They're
right,
not
yeah.
even addressed in
no,
America if possible.
the
The
obstacle
argument
is the
doesn't
way,
even
though.
make sense.
The
Because
obstacle
they're
is the way.
different, they wouldn't get along. Like
They don't. They objectively,
in an
demonstrably don't.
isolated
actually.
village, do you think everybody is a farmer there? Do you think they only
Every-
eat greens? No, they're all
Everyone has
different.
a
They all have
vested
different
interest
purpose.
in their own survival in each other's survival. So yes, they do.
There's a clear hierarchy, and people who defy that hierarchy get challenged. But nowadays, you can challenge the hierarchy and then disappear because you're not going to see that person again. The city's too big. The world's too big. You know, like I could piss you off right now and then just walk away. There's no consequences. But if I piss off the village person, I'm gonna have to make amends, or I'm gonna have this person in the village who hates me for like the next 50 years unless I switch village.
Do you guys really want to live in these isolated societies? Like, there's
Well,
No, I
no
don't.
everyone,
learning going on.
I don't. I think we
Like,
should
you,
evolve
you think
past the
it's a
problem.
perfect? You think it was perfect back then? You think nobody was getting raped or killed back then? You think
Look,
that
Well,
was
I'm
just
not
well,
saying you. I'm
firstly,
not saying we have to go back to like an ancient society where we have no technology. We can have technology and like live like a hybridized version of today, and then still have small communities. Actually, you kind of had that in 1999 because most people didn't actually leave their city. They just like stayed where they were, and their dating pool was limited to where they were. Right. Also, you should. I can give you a study that shows that humans can't actually remember more than 210 people at the same time. Like after that, they
we
they
can
start to.
evolve. We can
Yeah.
evolve past this problem though. We don't have to regress. It's like, yeah, there's
It's
a
like
new
influence,
challenge, but
etc.
ultimately, yeah, like we've always evolved. So I don't see any problem where we can't evolve past this. I'm just saying that we are hitting the roadblock of we are not adequately equipped to deal with the society we have today, and there's going to be a lot of hardship going forward because the people are not equipped. You know, like the world is not going to be a pretty place probably in the next 5 years. You can see the trend, right? The trend is not in a positive direction.
Yeah,
could be. It could
the
be.
food that you buy outdoors is like pretty ass, and you had the WEF talking about how they want to make you eat bugs, which people laughed at 10 years ago when they were talking about drinking roach milk and eating cricket powder. But these industries are very viable now. You could get into them yourself, actually. You're gonna find that when they start destroying more of these farms and seeding the fucking atmosphere more with this barium aluminum substrate that they're using, that you can read about on SRM 360's website. It's going to be harder and harder to grow crops. It's going to be harder and harder to grow livestock, and then they're going to start slowly and slowly feeding in the fake meat into your diet. The fake meat, by the way, that is going to give you a bunch of health problems.
You don't know it's
Push
gonna
up.
give you health problems though, but at the same time, yeah, that's never gonna happen because this society would be so against it that like nobody's gonna be. I mean,
Yeah, so you
99%.
just make
I
everyone
think
scared.
90% of people wouldn't eat the
They
fake
You
meat.
wouldn't.
said that, but
They would.
then
They
but
would.
now,
Yeah, we said that for COVID too. It was like, oh,
yeah.
But
we'll never allow them to. Like people were literally yelling at the pharmaceutical companies because of the epinephrine pen in 2016, saying how they hate pharmaceutical companies and they don't trust them anymore. These same liberals who said that shit 4 years later were telling you that if you don't get the vaccine, you should be killed.
there's this
Yeah.
thing, but you're not buying COVID-19. You're buying the fake meat, and they need you to want to buy. They need you to pay for it in order to make a lot of it. It's called supply and demand. They need
Hmm.
demand in order to keep making it. And if nobody wants to buy it, they're not gonna fucking make it the only meat you can ever get
If you
because
can't,
nobody's
if you
buying it.
can't, yeah, the expensive meat will just cost too much. That's all. Just
Yeah,
cost too much, and
okay,
they
so
can't
it's
afford
gonna
it.
be super cheap,
Yeah, it's gonna be
right?
Yeah,
super
well,
cheap and be
it
really
will
easy
be.
to get. Yeah. And if it
Well,
doesn't
I
taste
don't
any
think it will.
different, people are not going to care. People are too like because like we just told you earlier, people are too used to convenience and comfort, right? So if they keep raising the prices of regular meat, right, then they're going to make the lab grown meat super cheap, like fucking $1.89, whatever it is, so they can get it out the door real fast. And you
Yeah.
will buy it if you're poor and inflation is out the fucking wazoo. You're gonna buy it.
I could see that happening, yeah. Sure.
I mean, ultimately, you got to keep in mind that there's a very likely scenario that the salary you earn is going to be about 10% of its worth in about maybe 8 years' time, 7 years' time.
What?
Like inflation is a real bitch. And by the way, they're lying about the inflation. And also, we are not even in a recession. When a recession happens, which will eventually happen, no matter when it happens, you are going to watch as these governments print their way out of it because they can't pay off their debt, and it's never a plan to pay off their debt. So they're just going to inflate the economy. They're going to lie about the inflation numbers, and then suddenly, boom, your salary hasn't gone up, but everything else in price has gone up. And it's like, okay, well, what do they do now? Well, they just have to create some cheap alternative food source. I'm not saying it will be bugs, but there will be something. It will not be what it is now in terms of food quality, for sure.
Yeah, and they're going to reset things. So there's we don't know as civilians what they really plan to do, and maybe they don't even know because they have different competing factions that are trying to do different things. Maybe they want to use cryptocurrency to force everyone into a digital wallet system. But because everyone's fighting against these flock camera things, and that's kind of backfiring, that might not happen. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be something different where they do a collapse of some sort, or a limited or a control collapse of each government, and then they restate everything, reconstitute everything with some other reinstated system that's more oppressive and more issues, right? At the cost of quote unquote more security, so everyone feels safe again. Because the way you make everyone do what you want is to scare the shit out of them, as you already saw 6 years ago. These people were rabid animals, and they didn't even do things that made sense. They ate through the mask. People would cut slits in the mask and eat food through the mask and think that they were safe from COVID. Make it make sense.
Mass human psychosis. And each
Yeah,
government has a division, by the way, which is literally their design is just to propagandize the nation with whatever the government tells them to do, or whatever, the people who control the government tell them what to do. That's all they do. They just find ways to, propagandize population. It's their job. Whole department for it. I can't remember the England one, but there's a name for it to look it up again.
MI5.
No. Like they have a special department where specifically their job is to sit down every day and build systems of propaganda to make sure the population believe whatever the government want them to believe to certain levels. It's like that's all they do. There's nothing else they do. That's the department, and they also made it bigger like last year or something.
I'm trying to
Even more.
understand and empathize with these people because I don't really see the appeal of believing such things blindly,
It's
at least.
comforting. It's comforting. It's comforting.
I
It's
guess
comforting not.
it's kind of like you're cradled, like you're taken care of, they love you, blah blah blah, kind of like a parental feeling, like a
Well,
low
you
level
get into the
parental feeling.
parental feeling, and then suddenly that's ripped away from you. Like the fear comes in, and then when the fear comes in, they feel helpless because they've been, coddled the entire time. And then what do? Well, they just repeat the pattern of immediately appealing to authority to solve their problems because they feel helpless. Like the amount of English people I talk to who are just like, oh, it's so bad. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm just like, you could literally get up and leave. You could just leave the country. And even if that's not feasible, they haven't even thought about it or comprehended it or researched or done anything. They just feel like it's helpless and there's nothing they can do.
Oh yeah, I've met a few people in the UK that are starting to wake up. Your country is like really bad with that shit though. That's like a lot of the guys from your country are like super into the Kool-Aid, bro. I mean like comically, like a comic strip type shit like that. That's how hard they are into it, bro.
Yeah.
There's even a
Labor.
movie making fun of it called Disconnect or something like that. Forget, it's like the movie with a bunch of wires and stuff. But anyway, yeah,
Sure.
like you guys seem to
Well,
really hate like conspiracies and Andrew Tate and all sorts of other stuff like this. I don't know. Not you,
well, I think,
but yeah,
I
your
mean, I don't
country.
like Andrew Tate, but I mean, ultimately, with the whole situation of England, I mean, it's like Labour. Labour will never. When I say Labour, I don't mean the party. I mean the Labour is in the people who do physical work. I mean, they will never have enough power because none of them have enough intuition to get up and leave. Capital, on the other hand, just fucks off as soon as Labour demands too much of it. So, yeah, it's always the case.
I'm
I
gonna be honest
mean,
with you. Go ahead, go ahead.
Mm.
I was just thinking, like, you guys seem very certain of society going downhill in
Yeah,
terms of these things,
absolutely.
but you don't see a scenario where it goes right, like where the government uses AI and stuff like that to take away jobs in order to give like a
No, no.
make people work less,
Absolute disaster, dude.
ideally.
Absolute disaster. No, no.
Yeah, they're gonna use AI to bring in whatever they're gonna replace us with, as I mentioned earlier. Whatever it is they're gonna replace it with, whether it's a collapse or crypto or whatever they're gonna do, is going to use AI at the forefront of it. That's what it's being used for. That's why we're allowed to use it. Not just because they want extra data to train the AI with. So while we talk to the AI and give it all the information, and unfortunately, the AI is extremely useful and it will save you money and it will, in many cases, make you a ton of money if you use it correctly. But but these people are making trillions of money from it, right? And they are using that data to train these extremely complicated Palantir-esque AIs and possibly projects and black projects that we haven't even heard of to make sure that you are surveilled to a level that is, well, comical. I mean, they will know everything, and even I mean, I can give you the patents, the U.S. patents for smart dust, the U.S. patents for all these different things that they want to do. They have an eye scanner that they're trying to push through Gap to try to trial that. They have they have a lot of different things that they're trying to do at this moment, but they're going to
And that's on
converge
top
it
of
eventually.
everything they already know. Like every so you
Exactly.
have a file on you, right? The American government and also other governments, but the American government specifically has a file on you. And they have a chronological order of everything you've done online, right? And anything that they know that you've done in a chronological order, like a timeline. And then they also have like a map of everything that every data that you transmitted between some other entity. Like, your friend, your mom, your dad, text messages, everything. And that's the other thing that they record. And then what they're going to do is they're going to use AI to connect all of that, and they're going to start profiling people to very high levels of degree of accuracy because AI is very, very good at pattern recognition and sort of figuring out people's patterns of behavior.
Yep.
And then
Gotta
If
go
you
they'll
if
to
you
they'll start
Minority Report.
predicting.
yeah,
Yeah, and then
well,
they'll
they
start
will.
doing start doing predictive crime analytics. They'll
Yeah,
they'll start being able to tell the likelihood of you committing a crime before you even commit it.
Yeah, and if you feed have a conversation with any of your IRL friends or even just on here, record it, put it into a transcriber, and give it to Claude or ChatGPT or Kimi or Minimax or whatever LLM you choose to use, and I guarantee you it's gonna dissect it like a fucking Japanese guy would do sushi. It's gonna know
Yeah, and
exactly what it's gonna know what you're talking about.
it'll make
Listen,
mistakes without context, but the thing is, that's why they want so much data. They want more and more context so they can build a better profile. So they're obsessed with collecting everything. That's why they want to bring the eye scanners in and everything else. So much stuff. This stuff
Well,
is
they
like
already
really
got your
good.
biometrics too. Yeah, they got your biometrics a long time ago.
Yeah. So,
yeah, they get samples of your biometrics through your Face ID and if you don't have an iPhone, they get samples through your flagship Samsung phone through a fingerprint scanner every single time. So they know they don't need your fingerprints to the police officers anymore. They can just get it through the phone. If the police do take your fingerprints, if you were to God forbid get arrested, it would just be a formality to make you think that they don't actually already have it when they already do have it in their system. It's already there.
yeah. And we're in a massive speculation bubble as well in terms of the markets, right? So when they crash, right, there'll be a whole reset, and that's what will cause them to print all the money because they'll have to bail out all these banks out of their derivative bets,
Again.
speculation bets.
Oh. You got this fake society with fake education. They teach you, well, the market's competitive, and these companies sometimes they go bankrupt. It's a free market. It's like, well, not really, because they bail out all the banks that are of interest to the government, right? If it was a free market, then there wouldn't be monopolies, but there are.
Yeah. It's socialism for them, and it's capitalism for everyone else.
That's right. Yeah, corporate welfare.
There are ways to make it and become rich today, right? But the funny part is, even if you're a millionaire right now, you still get fucked over. The houses they build for millionaires right now, especially if you're like D.R. Horton, any of these other luxury house designers and home builders, they will literally leave dangerous, life-threatening errors with the construction, such as leaving fucking live gas leaks in your fucking house. There's plenty of videos of this showing this. Like you make it, you finally can become a millionaire, whether it be crypto or trading or just having a really good job or whatever you want to do, and you
Millionaire doesn't
busted
mean
your
anything
ass,
anymore.
and
Yeah,
then you
doesn't
have
mean.
millions of dollars, and then nothing. You get a
If
shitty
you
house.
have $1 million right now and you don't allocate it to any kind of asset of growth, you're just fucked. If you just sit there and
Well,
wait
I mean,
for 10 years.
Sounds like you do.
No.
Well, yeah.
Never.
Well, look, you don't have to listen, man. I studied under this camp, and I know what's going on. Okay, I may not be a Jew, but I picked up on the tricks.
I guess, bro. I guess.
I picked up.
Your Brian's back.
Hello, Brian.
What's good, boys?
He's been here.
Oh, this is the Turkish guy who has no social skills. How are you? Oh wait, no, it's fucking average frat guy. I don't like him. He's obnoxious. I'll take a
Make
vote.
some
Should I
friends,
ban?
OG. Come on, make some friends.
Should I ban? Frat boy.
Yeah, this
Average
is
frat guy.
exactly the kind of friend you want, EG.
Should I ban average frat guy? Oops, too late. Got banned. Whoops. Too late.
They got to get
And
something
if
on the
they're
pack.
giving the eggs away, even if people aren't paying for them for the eggs, then they can count each dozen as a loss, which they can calculate against their profit. Someone could steal $1,000 worth of eggs.
Correct. And
They
and
could
who would know?
charge. They could
Right.
charge $10 a dozen, and then all of a sudden 100 boxes of eggs go missing, and there's their
Dude.
money.
These
Man,
fucking people,
sucks.
so I'm an exterminator, right? So I work in the richest county in New Jersey.
Doesn't have a personality. I'm trying to explain to him.
I don't know. Me and Dash just randomly just felt like, nah.
What up? What up? It's
I live
screwdriver
pretty close to, like, a
Screwdriver
pretty,
Saturday,
Asian,
boys. It's Screwdriver Saturday.
Asian neighborhood. They actually have a lot of good little Chinese restaurants.
Have y'all had pyong noodles, bro? That shit hella good.
For some reason, my area has everything but Asians. It's rough.
Take
Yo, Alex,
what's
the
up?
Mexican version of you.
Yeah, go find you a nice Latina.
I'll
girl.
take a California golden roll from one of those fake sushi places. It's a good spot. Take a girl there. It's a great spot.
Yo, I think this guy mogs you, Alex. I don't know.
Good for him, dude. I'm gonna make a ramen soup. Be right back.
Alex is very guapo.
Remember when he peed on Cam?
Oh.
God damn.
Remember when he peed on Cam in a water bottle? Do y'all remember that?
Yo,
He gets so
who
sexual,
did?
right?
Alex?
That's you, Alex.
Into a water bottle.
Alex from Blog TV.
No, how are they able to make these so like sexual? Look, her titties out.
C Dance can do really explicit content. It can do anything. Like if you can
Right.
buy the compute for it, you can like make
And
porn.
show nipple and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, what these guys are limited more by is Instagram's platform than what they're able to generate.
I got a question. What is this guest room?
It's about
None of your damn
wildlife.
business.
Like, what do y'all do?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Okay.
Honey, how do I ask somebody this question without?
Oh, this is like one of my.
No,
I like.
like,
She's like the
there's a lot
Ninetales
of.
character.
I mean, because like you have the communist room. You know, I know what they're about. There's the left room. I know what they're about. Make America
We
Great.
didn't ask what you know about the other rooms, dude. Shut up.
Well, no, I'm just wondering, like, what does this room function as?
Yeah, we
Your
heard you.
mom's
You
a
already asked
whorehouse.
that.
Yeah, and you guys never like the answer is
So what? We don't
nothing.
owe you. We don't have to like explain it to you. I'm not
What kind of
obligated.
answer are you looking
I know you
for?
all explain it, but like, is
What
this
do you
just
want
a
the answer to
hangout
be?
session or like,
Retarded you? We're trying to watch anime right now.
dude, you just need to chill out, bro.
Okay.
Really not that serious.
Man, Donnell, relax for now, dude.
Bro, if you keep talking, bro, I'm gonna cut my throat.
She looks so cool.
Dude,
It's over. It's over. We're so back.
I'm not gonna lie, is that this guy who made this Venice AI, bro? I might have to upgrade to pro because this shit is amazing.
Yeah, it's like really good.
I know Alex
I like the way that
Voorhees.
lady looks.
I've
So
met
cool.
Alex Voorhees at cryptocurrency conventions, and he's a really strong privacy cryptocurrency advocate, like kind of pivoting into AI.
That's funny.
Have you ever heard of Cake Wallet?
Cake wallet? No.
It's an open source crypto wallet that you can download onto your computer, but that's not actually what's that cool about it. What's cool about it is that you can, once you deposit crypto into that wallet, you can use it to one-click buy AI compute completely anonymously with no sign-up through the wallet.
Oh wow. Okay.
From your funds. So you basically get to use, and it sells you all the most advanced AIs. So you're paying in crypto to get access to the most sophisticated compute on the planet through an open source piece of software that you run on your computer.
Interesting.
It's kind of like better than Venice, I know, but Venice is good. Venice is good.
Okay. Okay, I'll look into it because like I only downloaded Venice so that way I could like you can look up some of these things. But he used to give me 6 prompts before charging me, and I only have 1.
Oh yeah.
I have 1
Yeah.
prompt to go at it.
The problem with Venice too is like it's not like the uncensored models aren't that good. Now we are right on the precipice. We're like right fucking there. Kimi K3 just came out. It requires a
Weird
data
as if-
center to run it, but Venice has a data center. To make it accessible, and when the weights become open, it will be completely uncensored, and that means you'll have Opus 4.8 level uncensored intelligence that you can ask questions to completely anonymously, and it will answer no matter what you throw at it. And that is fundamentally a game changer.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of work just to create your child porn.
I mean, the lower level
What?
models.
Kidding, jokes,
Y'all hear that
jokes,
shit? Pause.
jokes,
What?
jokes, jokes.
That wasn't a.
What happened?
Is that Alex? Alex said that? Dude, that's sus, dude. That's...
What did Alex say?
He said
Fucking said child porn.
Yeah, child pornography. What
Yo,
the
wait,
sick
what's up?
bastards.
Who muted
Why are you
him?
talking about that, man?
No, actually,
I did.
You said my name.
You know, fucking cheese pizza enthusiast fuck.
Wait, did somebody say my name?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, R. Kelly. Yeah, we did say your name.
Like literally, I was leaving right.
Yo, can you sing? What? Can you sing that song? Come on, there's nothing to it. Come on, you know the fucking lyrics, man.
Why do you think I'm gonna sing that for you?
Come on.
Nah, he finna sing.
Art-
What's age got to do? Got to do.
Okay.
Send me a public paper that supports it.
Let me into LGBTQ. Let me fucking in. Damn, fucking annoying fucks.
Bro, but I got the Middle East role because.
What?
Yeah, take accountability. Take accountability for your VC film.
What the fuck? Oh wait, this is mine. Man, Spicy, you're a mod, man. Just
He kind of is.
No, I could believe Cooper can like do at least 1 or 2 reps of 100 kg, man. What's so hard about that?
Cooper, if you can do 140 kg, talk to me.
All right. I'll talk
5
to you.
reps
Till
of
then, I
140.
ain't talking.
No, not 5 reps. 2.
He's saying he can do 5 reps of
I
100.
can't do 1 rep of 1.
5 reps, easy.
Yeah, you have to understand. I only weigh
Easy.
175 pounds. It's not that heavy.
5 reps of 100, Zore. Chest.
225 is already more than what I weigh. I can tell I'm already benching over my weight.
Smoking crack, bro. I don't believe you.
Alright, man, I'm gonna go to the gym and film it.
You need to film that, yeah. 5 reps of 100 on chest.
Yeah, bro. Bro, chest is my specialty. Chest is my strongest muscle.
I watched The Odyssey yesterday. Pretty good film.
Is it? Why do people keep talking about how it was meant to be watched? How Christopher Nolan meant for it to be watched?
I don't know about that.
I keep seeing that on Instagram. Like these fucking nerdy ass pages be like, this new artist found an interesting way to show you how the Odyssey was actually meant to be watched, and you'll fucking print images of like each scene.
I mean,
put it on
I
fucking
feel like anybody
canvas.
can watch it however way they want to watch it. I don't know why it needs to be watched a certain
Alright,
way.
leave. Well, I don't
Is it
wanna play it.
accurate? Have you read the book? Have you read the Iliad? The Odyssey.
Join me instead.
Probably.
Yeah, it's
Probably.
great story. Great
I was
story.
like shit.
People were yapping about like the casting. Honestly, it didn't really make any difference, to be honest.
Oh, what's her name? What's the fucking trans?
How are they gonna make a black chick Helen of Troy?
Okay, so it could have been a black woman, but the problem is the black woman they chose, she just doesn't look that good. So that was kind of unbelievable. But other than that, I thought it was like okay. Like all the other black people, all the brown and black people that were in it, they're fine.
Ellie Page, man. Ellie Page.
Yeah, honestly, like that person's like, it was such a small part of the whole fucking movie, so it doesn't even matter.
But why are they gonna do that though? Why are they ruining it? You really think there was a transgender woman back in the... And they're saying that apparently they say the story is false, isn't it? Like it's just
it's not a real story, obviously.
Right?
There's cyclopses and stuff.
There's a lot of evidence that shows that it might have been true.
Troy is not a real place. There's no such thing as Troy.
It's not a real place. Maybe it was a real place back in the day, in the time forgotten. Because that's when the story is based, is in the time forgotten.
Because that's when the story's based, bruv. That's when the story's based in it.
Yo, I've been getting mad bitches lately, yo.
I keep 100
Again,
racks
somebody
inside my
skip
jeans.
IRL.
And we're all with a whole team.
When you make it past dinner, then come out to me about getting bitches.
Or left.
Exactly.
And with a new party's on a G.
I don't know. He's kind of weird with that. Like, this 15-year-old. Like, why are you flexing a 15-year-old? Like, flexing E-sex with a 19-year-old.
I feel sick.
That's your friend.
That's your friend.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro?
You are drawing me closer to him.
Literally called you at 4 a.m. this morning, dude.
This
Bro,
morning.
you identify as friends with that bitch, bro?
You at 4 o'clock in the morning. You don't call nobody else
So
at 4
wait,
o'clock.
he's okay. Let's pause for a second to back up and publicly acknowledge he's called you way more, and you.
No, he
I've
actually has not.
I've never. Hold on, let's back up. I've never had a private call with him. Ever. Have you?
You didn't answer. Okay, I had one private call with him.
One.
You only ever had
One private call that lasted
One.
like 4 hours. It lasted.
No,
Damn.
it lasted about like an hour and a half.
Oh,
But the whole
wow.
time
For
he
your
was just
clothes on.
I'm not. Yes, the whole time he was just coding, and he was like, I was listening to that video he was playing, dude. Like we weren't even yapping.
Just there chilling
And
each
then
other's presence.
yeah, and I guess it's funny because like after like every like 5 to 10 minutes, I was like GPT, and he's like, "Dang," I was like, "Are you alive?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." And then it'd go another 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm like,
It's like, yeah.
"Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then he'd be like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
All right, so then you've had like 1,000% more airtime with him prior to this.
What? No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have. You had like a 4-hour long call. I have 0. I had a 0-second call. I had a 0 millisecond call. I had no call.
Brings all the boys to you, and life gets better than yours.
Ew.
Like you wouldn't drink that milk.
Yeah.
It was fart liquid.
Ew, it's so. Why does it work?
It's almost 2 o'clock.
Go back. Go back.
Ow.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Oh, this is another thing I have to look
Literally
into.
hacking the human limbic system.
What up, best friend?
You could show anyone anything and normalize it. this.
Why do you think they started to?
Whiskey, what game are you playing, Whiskey?
Oh my god, your mic is the loudest thing. The loudest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Omega, what you be on, bro?
Black Ops Cold War.
He's watching Star Trek right now. Man.
Oh, never mind, not that. Not Omega, the other person.
Are you talking about Horseshoe?
Me, Minecraft.
Oh, you talking about T-Star streaming? She's streaming her reels, but it's just AI slot.
I played Ultrabook. I played Call of Duty on the fucking Ultrabook. Can you imagine? On the Ultrabook.
On the what?
Ultrabook. On the Ultrabook. On the Ultrabook. On the Ultrabook.
Shut up, man. Wow, man. Dude, shit has really fucking passed by. 25 years ago, Max Payne hit PC in North America on July 25th, 2000.
This is like so fucking compelling. It's insane.
Max
I'm
Payne's a
gonna
great
fuck
game,
with,
dude.
I'm gonna fuck with Seed Dance. I'm gonna mess with it tonight.
You're gay. Welcome to Slayer, 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 Slayer.
Don't be talking about slaves, man.
Oh, you're so bad.
No, Slayer, like in the.
Apparently it's not bad for you. I don't know, but the point is, like, a lot of this stuff is probably a farce. Is what I was trying to get at here. And
You
some
gotta
of
look
it,
videos of animals from Chernobyl. You know. Three head.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, Russia was using different materials to actually, run their reactors. So it's probably a good story. But yeah, the point is, I'm trying to say is that I don't really see anything like as far as like civilian technology. Like, there's nothing that I can point to after the '60s. Like, after the '60s ended, right? Like, after 1970 onward, I can't think of anything.
Well, like technology-wise at all?
Yeah, like at all. Like anything that was a paradigm shift. Like, I can't think of anything.
The internet.
The internet was
funny.
already a thing. The internet was already a thing in the 1960s. It was just like localized.
Sure, yeah, but obviously, like in that sphere, I mean, there's things which have been invented. I mean, and created. I mean, I agree with your premise. Like, there's a lot of bad. Like in the EU fund a ridiculous quantity of scientific experiments which are kind of pointless and don't do anything. And the scientists are kind of career scientists, so all they do is they basically just like come up with some kind of thing to do, which is kind of pointless and no one cares about, just to get the funding so they can live and, you know. There's huge projects on useful shit which no one gives a fuck about, doesn't do anything.
Well, yeah, the whole culture of just like getting funding to do the project and then you like skim off the money. Yeah, it's another thing I learned about, and some of my professors even did it themselves.
Yeah, I mean that's the AI bubble for you, by the way. That's the entire AI bubble. People have no idea how bad it is. Like, it's insane. You know, it's insane the situation we're in. It's like the speculation bubble. It's just,
The only AI company that's profitable is Perplexity.
Yeah, yeah.
The rest are never going to be able to cover their debts. Our debt to revenue is atrocious.
Yeah, you know, and the funny thing is, people think that you need to be a bad company for a bubble to happen. It's like, nah, like Zoom. If you look at Zoom's share price, it's down 89% or something like that from its all-time highs. And it's like, yeah, that company is making 4 times as much money as it was back then. You don't need to be a bad company to lose value in share price. It's all about projected market share, projected earnings, etc.
EPS, baby. EPS.
Yeah.
Earnings per share.
Do you trade?
Yeah, it's my job.
Oh, okay. Cool. How long?
7 years.
Damn. Yeah, I've only been doing it for 2.
Holy fuck, I got mad deja vu right now. Holy shit. I feel like this exact conversation has occurred before.
Well, yeah, if you've been doing it for 2 years, be careful because you know it's gonna be tricky soon.
Oh, I only trade crypto. I don't trade anything else.
Oh.
You madman.
No, fuck.
Yeah.
100% volatile portfolio.
I mean, yeah, mad respect to you guys because you're doing the trades you guys do are extremely complicated. I can't do that, bro.
Do you,
yeah, but yours are more
do you have your
volatile.
money on a crypto brokerage? Do you have your money on a crypto brokerage?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. Yeah, if you did, yeah, I'd be you would watch that space. Most of those spaces are gonna go under. Or they're gonna
fuck. God damn that edamame is spicy. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I've come within inches of being a millionaire multiple times. Whatever, I'll get there.
I've come within inches of a girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna short the fuck ton out of Bitcoin next month or so.
Well, you should be doing it. Yeah, if you bought it every single year since like the last years, you.
Virgins.
Tung 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 sir. Tung 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 sir.
What's? I thought you were about to say.
So you just watched that?
It's not
Yeah,
communism.
that's democracy, not communism.
That would like it's the two positions are antithetical to each other. They can't exist simultaneously.
Yeah.
So instead of just ad homing the fuck out of me, make the argument. Fuck.
Wait, hold on. Goon, I think what you mean.
That's good. No, we need everything tonight.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, they're retarded. They're all stupid.
What's up, monkeys? How are we?
The thing
okay,
is,
so like, one of the biggest things that
So
like,
democratic
I mean,
socialists are not socialists at all. Essentially, is what you're saying.
Yes.
They
The
believe in
name is
Yes,
really just Nazi
100%.
Well, how about
Yeah, they-
Ocasio-Cortez voting for Israeli funding, right? That's not a good optic view. That's not a good track record view, right? That's pretty bad.
Somebody tell Dilby or whatever his name is, who says AOC is America first, and we should all be voting for her if we're actually America first. But he hates Israel, so somebody better tell him. Somebody better tell him.
Who said that?
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
ideal.
he was in here all day, like early this morning. Like he was in here.
Yeah, GG's, bro.
I already roasted him.
This is the thing, dude. You form these coalitions to get these socialists involved, and all they do is vote adjacent to centrists and right-wingers.
Yes, they do.
My favorite
ironically,
is
yes.
when, that's when they platform all the Muslims who hate America and just want to see it destroyed. And then they're like, yo, the Muslims agree with us. We're going to put this in power. And then the Muslims are like, you're retarded.
Yeah.
You're giving me power.
You don't have to be so childish about it. You just didn't finish.
Yeah, be a little more mature like me.
Oh, be more mature. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I just did it.
And be a little more
Okay,
mature.
so can you spell my name now?
Bro. B-U-M.
M.
What, you're one? What, do you come with fries?
Okay, bro.
How's my favorite girl on this entire server? How's Bun?
Perhaps, you know what? I'm pretty sure you're just a kid, so maybe you should give it a go again. Maybe you do struggle with reading still.
Yeah, I'd like to give you a go, Bun.
Man,
Okay, you will.
that's sexual harassment, bro. Get off this platform, bro.
Not if she likes it. Not if she likes it. Alright, alright,
You don't
alright.
have to, Alex, you don't have to dilute a conversation with unnecessary sexual tension just
Yeah,
to
real
save
talk.
this guy's ass. I know you're trying to help this little bro, but he should learn how to read at least on
What?
this part.
He did the opposite, bro.
Alex, keep going, player, bro. Keep going.
Well,
But he
notice,
just got sexually assaulted. And you're
well, notice how, yeah, well, she liked it, right? So it wasn't sexual assault. That's how that works.
She didn't complain. Yeah.
It was
That's
alright.
right.
Now be
That's right.
quiet.
She called it sexual
So,
tension. It means there's
on the,
two of us.
on the reading, okay, Alex, you're yapping again too much. You're gonna get yourself muted.
Ooh, he likes that.
Yeah, I might like that. Go ahead.
Going back to the spelling. Go ahead, man. Try again. It's only 3 letters. I'm sure you can manage eventually.
Yeah, bum, like, you know, like the bum.